Hello and welcome back. This is episode 35 of the Lost Omens podcast. Or if you're tuning in on our sister station, it's episode 35 of the Lost Omens podcast.
Thanks for recording that. Just a little bit.
How's that paperweight treating you?
Good.
GB, do you need to angle your phone more towards the group?
No,
to pick this up?
But I like how I have to upgrade my phone since it's from 1995 still.
Right.
So you're going to get like the 98 model?
Yes.
Yeah, he couldn't even get Google Calendar on his phone so he could actually share all the scheduling with him.
He's got to put instead. 8 adapters, like a Sega, like a Genesis console, stack them to the top in order to make it work.
I was trying to share those calendar. He's like, I can't open it. I was like, well, do you have Google Calendar on your phone? He's like, no. I said, just download the app. And he's like, my phone can't even fit 5 podcast episodes on it.
You realize he's carrying like a bag phone that you put in a car, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's
My
no
phone
screen.
still flips.
It's when he turns it over. It's the flip.
It's when he gets so mad at his phone that he flips it like a table.
I was like, so just look at the calendar on your desktop then.
I've made a decision. I'm going to suffer for my art. I'm going to go turn off my AC.
All right. What a guy.
Wow.
And I mean, really, the patrons are the ones who benefit from this because he's going to have his shirt off for half of this episode.
Right.
So.
Oh, yeah.
So whichever,
it's going to take me 4 hours to edit this.
And a lot of
Keep taking
tissues.
breaks. A lot of
Doing
towels.
those tiny little waves on my audio, and it is causing me anxiety.
De-stress.
Was that the bathroom break?
So yeah, if you want to go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/professionalcasual, and you can find out the results of the poll for who is going to be the first one to do an episode of this podcast topless. It's not me. So boom,
Is
suck
there
it,
anyone
nerds.
assuming that it's not going to be JB? Because that's
Seems pretty safe bet.
I bet a lot in that poll. So
JB is constantly asking, so we're doing this without pants? Yeah? No pants? No shirt.
He keeps on saying that he's had work done, but he never elaborates what that work is.
I'm just ready to see it at this point.
Right?
He's built it up over 4 seasons.
And I can't wait to see the buildup.
Hey-ho. Right? Again, check out our patreon.com/professionalcasual, and you too can see that build up at the $5 tier and up.
mass.
You can also see me going and turning off my AC.
Yeah.
Or you specifically.
Ooh, you at home. So yeah, join us there. Support. I would say we're a small business, right?
absolutely.
Everybody,
I'm pretty sure I signed the LLC paperwork, so.
this is it.
Is this not group therapy? I thought this was group therapy.
That's Elite 8 Showdown.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
I actually think there might be an element of it that is group therapy, considering
That's
how
fair.
much mental health awareness we tend to talk about pretty
That's
candidly.
true.
So-
Considering the week at work usually and how I act and what my attitude is on a week where we haven't recorded the Friday previous, yeah, absolutely. is.
This is therapy.
I just imagine you're that you're just anger from inside out. Just
Also-
constantly with the head on fire, but not in a cool Hades from Hercules kind of way.
I love Hades from Hercules so
Right?
much.
It's the best voice acting performance.
Just
That's James Wood, right?
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The character
don't-
model is beautiful.
It's not James Wood. No way.
James Woods, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's not James Earl Jones?
Yo.
Kidding.
Just who the high school's named after from Family Guy.
Remember who you are.
I do want to say, though, looping back to mental health awareness, we have gotten a lot of messages from listeners all over of all the different shows saying how much they look forward to our stuff and how it's a nice release and escapism for them. And yeah,
Thank
I like
you.
that. I love that a lot. So thank you. And if you feel the same way or whatever, let us know. As always, leave us a review or a rating over on Apple Podcasts. That's the best way to do it. Or Audible, right?
On Audible.
Audible. Yes, you can.
Oh, they got
leave a
another 4
review.
right now.
You could mail a nice handwritten note to P.O. Box G, West Oneonta, New York 13861.
Yeah.
We have our P.O. box that have been forgetting to plug for like half a year.
Yeah.
You can also tie it to any rat and it will just make its way to me.
Miraculously. They know to
That's
come
how Philly
home.
works.
And somehow also a slice of pizza. Weird.
Weird. So weird. But,
You ever seen TMNT, the Philadelphia documentary? Rats love pizza.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, write us a letter. I'll be your pen pal. I'll write you a letter back.
Yeah,
Send you a
and
little
for
card.
everybody, for all of those people who are using it as like a way to get through the day and like the highlight of your week, me too, dude.
Yeah, all of it,
Like,
really.
Yeah.
Mhm.
legitimately.
Absolutely.
It's interesting too. So Dan and I were just talking, and I know I told Tim about this. I recently chatted with a former student of mine who's early 20s. She's getting married, which is weird. Actually, at this point, she is married, and it's very strange. But I ran into her at the high school graduation. Her cousin graduated, and she was telling me she was listening to Gapapa, and she is not like a role-playing WFRP, anything like that. Like, not at all. And she was like, yeah, it's just me in my office. She had listened to our other like Space Between Presents stuff, loved it. So she was like, yeah, I figured I would give it a shot. And she binged like 25 episodes in days.
Ooh.
It's crazy.
Right.
And just like hearing that, it's like, yeah, this is like the great unifier.
Mm.
So this is what's going to bring the world together.
Role playing.
You know, it's not some kind of like fake staged alien attack from the government. It's going to be role playing games.
The
And we
behavior,
all-
yeah.
Yeah,
We all wash our ass crack too. So
we do that.
It really warms the cockles when you read the things and people are like, I don't know why that popped
You
in my
had
head.
That
to
too
use that word.
sounds like
I
a
had-
race.
I had to say it. When people say things like our podcasts have really gotten them through like 2020 and beyond and whatnot.
Yeah.
And people say that like it legitimately helped them in some way. And it's like, wow, like we just did it because we wanted to play games.
Yeah. And we were like, well, if we're hanging out, we might as well record it and make it into content.
so TLDR,
Yo, legit.
like
Oh, go ahead.
TLDR, thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Honestly, like we're gonna do this and we're having a blast, and hearing this from you that you are also having a blast while doing it is really great. It's really, really great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan.
Some might say that the real orcish janitor was you guys. Did I ruined your bit. I'm sorry.
What? I love that so much. Oh my goodness.
I can't wait to see Kurva again.
It's wonderful.
Is that you mean not me, but Kurva?
No, I mean both of you at the same time.
Oh, okay.
That's a fantasy of mine.
I still have not recorded as Kurva in your presence, in your physical presence yet.
That's true.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's true.
For all you know, it could have been my brother.
You have a brother? Okay.
He has two
They have
brothers.
two others?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know this man. He's a man of mystery.
Mm.
that's true. He's in Philly, the most mysterious city of all.
Because
The only
no one wants to
constant
go
in
there
Philly
and
is
find anything
rats.
out.
And the Philly thing, that monster, I don't know what it is.
Right.
The thing, is that what they call it?
The big green monster?
Oh, the Philly Fanatic?
Gritty?
The fanatic,
Oh,
Gritty,
the
Oh, the fanatic.
Yeah.
or Gritty, or whoever the hell.
Oh, it's the big
Oh.
green monster for the
I
Red Sox?
I think that's
it's
his
orange.
Digivolution.
Oh, I don't know.
Is the Philly Fanatic
The Philly Fanatic.
digivolved into Gritty. That's his
Gritty.
final form.
That's
Yeah.
freaking beautiful.
You can tell that he's the highest tier evolution because of the intensity in his eyes.
Digivolve too, and he just starts
And-
spinning.
And if you're wondering whether or not he's as powerful as you think he is, fuck around and find out.
He single-handedly overthrew a whole election. So,
Accurate. Yep.
oh man,
He's like Shaggy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He can beat Goku day one. Like,
God, I love that meme is coming back.
We know who's at the top of that
Shaggy's
list,
back.
and that's Rolf. Rolf is at the top of that list.
I am a wiener.
From Ed, Ed and Eddie?
Look at
Yeah.
that, boy.
I'll send you a picture later.
Oh, okay. He does have a lot of ripping his shirt off and showing the physique of a svelte 16-year-old Steve from Stranger Things instead of the 12-year-old that he actually is.
So, when we last left off, you were all hiding in a secret room.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Lots
Very
of hiding.
barren, probably some kind of like hidden vault type thing with 4 little alcoves in the wall. And here you are behind this little door. Hopefully it'll open to let you out.
Fulgrim was kind enough to help me build a hammock here, so I'm gonna walk right up to it, plop myself into it, and immediately fall asleep.
All right.
I'm still holding up one side of the hammock, and I will let him rest for as long as he needs to.
Fulgrim is the kind of friend we all need. Like, get yourself a friend who will hold up half of a hammock to let you sleep.
Right after you almost just died.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He almost died from that poison like 10 minutes ago.
He would have been fine.
It was
He was just storing it up for later.
it was pretty bad to almost take you down as well.
Well, again, I had to store it somehow. I felt the best way was in my body.
And you did phenomenally.
You're right. You've
Do we
Go
did
ahead.
we do a recovery sleep of some sort?
Yes, I was planning. I mean, this place, you can tell Xa'Reske can taste. The Zolgaths have not been in here. So
is quite
this
fresh.
is largely like a very hidden chamber, kind of a great place to be able to get some sleep, recover. Unfortunately, Brennen can't do any reading.
How
Left my library books back.
how far is everybody down as far as HP goes?
Not great.
I feel relatively fine. Thank you.
'Cause certainly before we go to sleep, I will expend my last couple spells, a level 2 and a level 1, just to kind of AoE heal everyone a little bit.
And how much is that for?
So the level 2 will heal 4, 8, and the level 1 will heal 3. So a total of 11. Oh, which is exactly enough I need to be at max.
Oh, it's like twice what I needed. I thought I was hurt a lot more than that.
Wouldn't it be nice if somehow, like, if you needed like 6, but you got healed for 11, like, if you could give those 5 to someone else?
I thought you were going to say, like, have temporary above your max. That'd be...
I mean, yeah, I was trying to be a
So
little
good.
bit less selfish, but
Yeah, an abundance of healing is a lot like an abundance of skin. It just makes you itchy.
Oh, it's a bit down.
That's why I like it when Brennen just heals me with his surgery, because, you know, even if he heals me up, he's taking off some of the skin, so it all balances out.
less itching. Yeah.
This might
Excess skin is kind of a big deal for me because it creates dust.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to vomit.
might be too specific of a reference, but divine healing's a lot like HGH. Your skin gets thicker, you get extra bone. It's if you don't actually need it and you get it, you start looking real weird real quick.
Is that where these extra scales are coming from?
Actually, yeah.
Sure.
Do guys grow boobies and women facial hair?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yes.
Can I grow facial hair?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to be a mammal.
Can I grow facial feathers? Cousin of mine has one and I want them.
That would
Actually-
be so cool.
On a
That would
long
be
enough
dope.
timeline. So
That would be
One time I thought I was growing a beard on my tailbone, but it was just me sitting too long, so some moss started to develop.
Feathers are modified scales, so...
It's remarkable that you know that. I'm actually quite jealous.
as we're getting ready for bed, Mud kind of stakes out his own corner, makes sure that he is facing a wall, and that hopefully Xa'Reske kind of body blocks him from view
Okay.
of other people. If you want to be near me, like I know, like
Usually.
normally you leave in the middle of the night, but there's not a lot of places to go.
So how long are you going to be staying?
Like 6 to 8 specifically, actually 8 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
If we can do it this way, once everyone's asleep,
Yeah.
you are free to wander
Okay.
within this room.
Can I have something to juggle?
Yes,
Okay.
actually, and I'll give him a handful of
Buttons.
buttons.
I've never juggled buttons. This is going to be difficult because they're tiny.
Here's the incredibly important thing. When anyone else starts to wake up, wake me up,
Okay.
please.
Yeah.
Okay.
From across the room?
No, gently and quietly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you swing out in the night like Fulgrim does?
I don't.
Okay. That's
but I
good.
drool a lot.
But it hurts a lot.
Mm.
Since you mentioned it, I think we should all, since this is the first time we're all sleeping in the same bunk, we should let the entire group know what our sleeping habits are. I'm not saying this while I'm awake. I'm just saying it to the group, but I can't get out of his voice now that I'm in it. We should mention, if we snore or if we fight in our sleep or anything like
does
that.
Mud even sleep since you're elf?
I do sleep for a little while, not
Okay.
as long as everyone else, but I have obviously I am a godly person and have very particular preparation things that have to happen kind of first thing in the morning before literally anyone looks at me, please.
Brennen wants to curl up with whoever would let him, usually Kurva. He curls up into a tiny ball, basically, and I will fit in whatever crook of the knee or something that you'll let me.
Plenty of room in the hammock.
I just imagine that Kurva makes like a P shape out of his legs. Like he just like cocks one of his knees out and you just like curl up in that little like crevice
That
there.
sounds splendid.
Yep.
Very
Even, like,
safe space.
Even while he's asleep, it just happens subconsciously.
Yep.
Does anyone else imagine?
I'll shift in my sleep and he'll subconsciously move to the new spot that's open.
Yeah, I don't even wake up.
Does anyone else imagine Kurva putting the hammock up by like having the hammock in his hand and then a nail and then just punching the fucking nail into the wall and then doing the same thing on the other side?
With his magic fists.
Yeah.
Well, all my weapons are for cleaning, so
Right. Yeah, you can't broom a hammock into the wall. That's just silly.
Irresponsible.
that would be a sin
Using a cleaning implement, not for cleaning.
for a non-cleaning purpose. That's right.
Fulgrim will mix up the rest of his reagents, whatever he has left over, into a couple of healing draughts. Drink those.
He's making jungle juice.
And it will knock him out heavily for at least 8 hours.
Gentlemen, don't touch Fulgrim, okay? He will hit you.
It may look like my eyes are open, but I assure you, I am fully asleep.
He is asleep. Also, don't drink that jungle juice. It will kill you.
Can I ask what alcohol is the base for your potions normally, especially the ones that you personally consume?
It's a grain alcohol of my own making. Whatever I have usually available.
So mostly like Everclear? Like,
Yes.
All right.
I was thinking like moonshine.
Not
Yes.
far off.
Yeah.
Oh, I will also say that just before Brennen goes to sleep, he goes and pushes all the things in his cheek pouches out into a little pile
Oh my
next
gosh.
to wherever he goes to sleep. So they're right there when he gets up.
That's
So
so gross.
That's called the Brennen bucket.
If you don't have the video,
You gotta
for that,
see that.
just the pantomime of what Dan just did, he just like smushed his face and like pressed so that he could like expel all of the contents of Brennan's cheek
I
pouches.
used to
Like
watch my
Dr.
hamsters
Pimple
do
Popper
that
with
when I
his
was
mouth.
a kid.
Yeah, you just pimple poppered your mouth. That's
Yeah,
This is why I keep telling Brennen.
Out, and what else does he have in there? I don't even remember.
This is why I keep telling Mr. Brennen that he'd be an ideal sailor. He sleeps wherever there's room. He is no stranger to vomiting for basically no reason on a regular basis.
He's got a
That's
bowl
2/3 of what you need.
He's got a couple of vials of potions and things in there that he's collected.
It's just
half
that
a
and remembering
cheeseburger's still
port
in there.
versus starboard.
Yeah. That's really it. You got it
That's the
down.
last piece.
That's so funny.
So talking about moonshine, I just envision you like Fulgrim coveting a bathtub that you found somewhere and like no moonshine you've made sense tastes the same if it's not in that bathtub.
Yeah. That's why I travel with that bathtub, dragging it behind me for as long as I did.
Yeah, and everyone keeps offering to like put it on a cart for you, and you're like, no, the struggle just makes it taste better. Not as good if you don't break a sweat.
I wander, as everyone knows, but in confined spaces, I guess I would just pace.
Okay.
So everyone just hears like scaly feet slapping the floor every now and then.
You notice at one point in the night, probably after everyone's been asleep for about 2 or 3 hours, if you pace over near the door, you hear a very familiar sound, and it goes past the door.
That is the goulash.
Fulgrim, roll over. He chokes on his spit sometimes.
He can't sleep on his back. It's too dangerous.
He's got sleep apnea.
Goodness.
Hey, so does my dad.
Sleep amoebas.
Sleep amoebas.
All right. Side note. Let's see. So I took Benadryl the other night, right?
Oh, God.
And again, this is the first time I've tried Benadryl. I got up 5 times during the night. I remember 2 of them. One, I went into the laundry room to wash my hands. There's no sink in there. 2, I rolled out of the bed like a ninja, complete with hand gestures because Cal pushed me because I was snoring. And then I just went back to bed.
Wow, Benadryl has a different effect on you than most people, I think.
Yeah.
It keeps my wife awake.
Yeah,
Like
same
she
with
doesn't.
mine.
She just is
Oh, that's weird.
awake.
I look forward to
Benadryl
taking
and
children's
NyQuil.
Benadryl.
Yep.
Sign me up.
Mm.
The time I had hives,
But then I got hives. Sorry.
it's awful. So I took children's Benadryl at 4 in the afternoon.
I was
Right
gonna
out.
take my EpiPen, and then I got high.
Is that song? Right?
Yeah.
Started to clean out my room and then I got high.
All right,
It might be dust storm mold. I don't. Sky. Sorry.
might be dust or mold or something in the sky. No, anyway. All right, so the night. You assume it's night. You don't really know. It's impossible to tell down here, but the amount of time that you sleep passes without incident, other than the weird gelatinous sound from the hallway.
Phew.
Should I try and perceive if anyone is waking up to warn Mud, or just yellow send it, and if he wakes up?
Yes.
There's a part of me that's would forget,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest.
Okay. Well,
And then I think like randomly throughout the night, I'd be like, and like maybe wake everybody up a little bit, and then look over and Mud hasn't changed. Not that he's going to, but just, like,
I don't
sorry.
know what you're keeping secret.
I'm not.
Unless they're
No, what he's
reached,
keeping
waking
secret.
up in the middle of the night is bad form.
mm,
I mean, I don't want to wake anyone up. I just,
Right. yeah.
so maybe like every few hours I'll throw a button at him
Okay.
and then go pick it up.
And yeah, I mean, you can do a perception check to see if anybody's waking up.
I got a 3. 11. No, 12.
No idea.
Okay. So I'm just going to continue to throw buttons at Mud every few hours.
Okay.
And then I'll pick them up.
Well, that's nice of you.
Well, no, I want to keep juggling.
Oh, duh. Of course.
I'm getting really good at this.
That makes sense.
I don't care if it happens before everyone else gets up, but when I do get up, I want to limber up and stretch a little bit by giving the floor a once over, maybe doing some of the sides.
Look at you. That's awesome. It's pretty dusty in here. You know, Kurva, that the other corridors of the tower so far have been very clean. You could kind of assume because of the
They've been
gelatinous Roomba.
sort of clean.
Sort of cleaned. Not. Up
They
to
haven't
your
been
standards,
Kurva
but-
clean.
Yeah. You're not fully clean until you're curve clean. Ooh. But it's mostly dusty in here. You can tell that this was probably like a treasure vault, but there's no treasure
Oh.
left in it, unfortunately. Womp womp.
So it has been.
Well, Mr. Brennan's right there.
Aw.
Oh,
I almost didn't say it.
that's really cute.
That's precious.
so precious.
With his thumb in his mouth.
I just like his thumb in his mouth and like he's holding his
A
tail,
magnifying glass in the other hand.
I was imagining like his tail like up between his legs and he's like holding it with his other fist.
I could definitely see him holding his tail while sleeping. Probably not the thumb on the mouth.
All right, don't make me think Brennan's cute because I don't want to do that. It's weird.
Brennan's so cute.
I have to like actually sleep next to you tonight, so gross.
Should I
Pretend
make
that
him
he's
look
a
like a
skunk
skunk
in your
instead?
garage.
She loves those skunks
They're
out back.
so cute.
They are super
and they got
cute.
these little tank asses, and they just like toddle around the yard.
Don't
They
get
like-
attached.
I-
They like, they like the little, they're so feisty.
I accidentally ran into one today, and it like tried to like step up at me, like
Yeah.
it like got all big, and I was like,
you just punted it.
bro. And it's funny because it like did that, and then it like hopped back.
Yeah.
And like up and hopped back again.
Yeah.
So it was like obviously trying to get away from me, but it was like, don't fuck with me. And I was like, dude, I just want to snuggle you.
That's their
It's
that's
fine.
their aggression thing.
Yeah.
They're like, they try to be big and
Come at
like
me.
in your face. And
Yeah.
if that doesn't work, they're like, all right, you're getting the tail.
Yeah.
You have to make yourself a friend now. It has to see you as a friend and not a threat.
Right?
So the fact that it did that means you should probably feed it.
and like let
You
it
need
snuggle.
to call the skunk guy to remove them.
Okay.
Oh, the skunk guy.
1-800 Stank
No, you're just gonna get
Because
big
he's a
chalk.
stank man. Ship-a-dab-a-dab-a-dab-a-dab.
He's just going to catch him in a cage and go put him somewhere else.
like your bedroom.
I could
Wow.
put them in a cardboard box and put them somewhere else.
They are at a perfect age for you to declan them and then keep them as pets.
And you could
Don't
pay me
encourage her.
$500. Because that's what the
Ugh.
skunk man wants. $500.
Well,
Moving on.
Could be that much.
Moving on. All right, so Kurva awakens and does a cursory clean of the surrounding area.
I
No.
gently lift Fulgrim with one hand and clean under him with the other because, again, we've practiced this.
Now, Xa'Reske, despite your abysmal perception roll, you notice that Kurva is up and about.
Oh, yes, I would imagine that a large mammal would cause me to.
I made you move.
Most likely, I probably didn't notice at first.
Yeah.
So I will throw all 3 buttons at Mud.
Is there a check I need to make for this?
Just hits
I
in the
don't
back.
know. I kind of want to make you roll a check, but I don't even know what I would have you roll.
I'm pretty sure you can rouse a companion if as an action of sorts. So
Yeah.
I choose to rouse you with 3 buttons.
Okay.
Ooh.
that would be 3 actions.
As I am roused with 3 buttons.
Get roused with 3 buttons, baby.
Oh, wait. I can actually roll. What?
Wrong podcast.
How would I?
Get roused, nerd.
How would I throw something? Would that be acrobatics?
Attack roll?
Yeah.
Attack
Range
roll
attack
with
roll.
dex.
Yeah.
I guess I roll a 14 to hit him in the ear with a button.
Oh, that doesn't hit.
It goes in his ear.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's even worse. All right,
Ugh.
I'll just toss the other 2 to wake him up.
Oops, sorry. I keep kicking something.
So yeah, so Mud wakes up with one of those like and like wipes that drool off his face and looks at Xa'Reske like, oh fuck, and starts.
Curve us
Fine.
up.
He looks at Kurva really quick, hopes not to make eye contact. That's up to Kurva whether he
I'm
does.
looking right at him.
Ah,
Oh, shit.
there is a big purple smear across his face where he was drooling and sleeping on his arm.
I'm going to kneel right down next to you, look you right in the eye, and very gently wipe the drool off the corner of your mouth with my handkerchief.
Oh.
Thank you, Kurva.
Just doing my job.
And then he manically applies rouge to his face to cover up that purple bit.
You,
As far as you can tell, Kurva didn't notice
I'm kind of banking
or
on
didn't
it.
care.
Also banking on that.
I notice and I catalog it in the noggin.
All right.
And I also tell you that you missed a spot, but you didn't.
He goes over his entire face with that makeup.
I'm just going to go ahead and assume for your benefit that you told Mud he missed a spot and not me.
Oh no, I was directly looking at Mud's face.
Okay.
Oh.
God,
That's almost
I would
a
never.
tussle.
I would never.
You got to be careful with your words there.
Not while Fulgrim's asleep.
Eyes completely open.
He's still asleep. Trust me.
It's so creepy.
Why is he still snoring?
He's asleep. I'm telling. And don't touch him.
Why would I touch him?
I don't know. And people try to wake him up and they get hurt.
He's not dirty. He's just a little greasy.
That's normal.
Oh, okay.
I think that's all dwarves, actually.
Brennen wakes up pretty quickly, hops up, stretches his little arms, and then he just piles those things back in his mouth and his cheek pouches.
I hand him his glasses. I polish the frames for you.
Oh, I thank you. I adjust
Not a
them on there.
problem.
Oh, they're quite clear today. Very good.
It's so funny. I love it.
Fulgrim wakes up now. I am awake.
Please tell me you say that.
Yes.
Fulgrim wakes up now. I love you.
Starting with my reagents and stuff, mixing different powders and different alcohols, making all the bombs necessary for the rest of the adventuring day. Let's burn
I noticed-
this place down.
I noticed that every time you prepare reagents, you drink every other reagent. Is that part of the process?
I have to test it to make sure it's still potent, and most of them are.
That checks out.
Yikes.
Don't forget about your tonic. Again, today.
Oh, right.
I just
That
imagine
goes
like
with the gin.
slowly Fulgrim becoming like the Mad Hatter. How like they would be poisoned by the materials that they would use back in the day. Like that's Fulgrim right now.
Oh, I should probably tell you all that I heard some squelchies, and I think it was Fulgrim choking on his saliva.
Heard squelchies where?
I don't know.
Okay.
Was it from Fulgrim?
It sounded like it.
Could have been my stomach. Sometimes these reagents don't agree with me.
Correct.
Guess it makes sense why you have to test them then.
Correct.
Everything's very consistent with you today.
We should go upstairs, see what is in the rest of this tower.
Oh, yes, we should continue on. I feel quite rested. Everybody well?
The wall gonna open up?
How did we open it before? We just pressed on it, right?
I think we just walked through it.
You pressed it and like moved it to the side and it kind of like moved away.
Can we try that again?
That's not how it worked. I walked through the wall,
Okay.
and I smack right into it.
All right. Thunk.
Okay, no, we should probably move it out of the way.
Yeah, if you want to try to like press down on it, press into it and over.
Hot.
Sure.
Yeah.
Put your back into it.
I'll kind of motion for Kurva to do this because I'm just going to assume that I'm not strong enough.
Okay.
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
All right.
Open that wall up.
Yeah. Kurva, when you do this, you notice as you like press into it and push like to slide it over to the side, you like you notice a very obvious like click as the wall opens up. So you can like feel that the mechanism was released.
Oh, very nice. Somebody's oiling this regularly.
I love that that's the thing that you notice.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing worth noticing.
I think it's Rocco snoring.
Where is he?
He's
laying
right
over
here.
here.
Oh, God.
He's right
I was
behind
trying to
He's
find him.
somewhere in the upper right-hand corner. There's just a dog there now.
Yeah.
I definitely thought I heard him snoring, but I couldn't figure out where he was.
Don't roll your chair back.
Yeah.
Because you'll kill him. Don't
I
do
mean, he's all kinds of hopped up on like anti-anxiety and pain meds, so he's fine. He won't even notice it.
that may have been the squelching noise I heard.
Could have been. Yeah. All right.
All
So
right.
as you open the door, the corridor to go up the stairs is directly across the hall from this. It's 10 feet wide. And you were in here earlier, but just to remind you, there's a sloped ceiling at the eastern end, which accommodates a staircase ascending steeply upward from the middle of the room. Round alcoves on the north and south each bear stone daises.
Daises.
Thank you. I like daisies. I think that I made that joke last time I read this part.
Probably.
Daises. Fighter of the Knightises.
Yikes.
With the booted feet of statues, but both statues are broken off at the shins.
It's Galactus.
I would like to use a stealth roll to go across the hall without being seen.
Okay.
I'm going to just walk right across the hall while being seen.
I was going to say, I'll just walk across behind him.
And I go with a 27.
You are like the shadows themselves. Just nobody, if anyone was looking, nobody would notice.
And then Kurva, bomb, 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 bomb.
It's because I climbed the walls and I'm crawling across the ceiling.
Yeah.
You Spider-Man now?
No, I have claws. Have you seen them?
That's so funny.
Yes.
All right, Brennen, you went behind.
I saw what you do with them to that dinosaur, Zolgath, whatever it was.
Was is correct. It has no face. Well, it has a face. It's just not as facey as it was once.
It's not a facey face. So the stairs, well, once you get over here, they are worn nearly smooth, which is very bizarre. So this fuck me. It's more a ramp than a staircase. It's difficult terrain and uneven ground. So you're all going to need to make a balance check with a DC 14.
That sounds like acrobatics.
Oh, that's dumb. That's a dumb save.
Yes, I'm Kurva, can I
Good
ride on your
news,
back
it's a
or
skill
something?
check.
It'd be difficult to get.
No.
I had a hard enough time going downstairs earlier, and now I have to go up these same things?
Going up isn't a problem.
I will try, but not first.
Xa'Reske.
Well, is it a climb check or a balance?
Balance.
If I get on all fours, can I climb it?
Yes.
Climb is just a sideways balance anyway.
Like when you're a kid at your parents' house and you go up the stairs like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
I actually rolled enough to be able to balance, but I'm going to climb it instead.
Nice.
Xa'Reske, if you don't mind, can I hold on to your tail or something as you go up this?
Ooh, how do you feel about that?
I'm going to take my sword out of my scabbard and you can hold that.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine with that.
The scabbard, not the sword. You can't have the sword.
I don't want to hold the sword. That would probably hurt.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't.
I definitely.
I was going to hold the blade and give you the other end. But I don't want you to touch it.
I don't know how swords work either.
I definitely thought that the Xa'Reske was offering to let you hold the sword, the unsheathed sword. Like, wow.
I'm sorry, what was the roll?
Or like a
14
mining
for
pick.
balance.
So I have a plus 11 to acrobatics and I rolled a 14.
Okay.
So you made it.
No, I rolled a 3.
Oh God. Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled an 18. Wow. 21.
Super.
Yeah. All right.
You helped me.
Yeah.
You can do it, Mr. Brennan.
Oh, I got a natural 19 for a 22.
I like how
Did
you're literally screaming.
I was very surprised. I had to roll an 11, so
Fulgrim is quite drunk from breakfast.
Oh God. His oats fermented.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Using that wall to like help himself up, except there's no wall there. So he just stumbles up the stairs and then falls right back down.
Oh my
well, at least
goodness.
it's not me this time.
I think he was also the only one who struggled with the climb check the first time
Yeah.
around.
Did everyone go up ahead of Fulgrim, or was Fulgrim in the mix there?
Yeah, he'll catch up. I'm going up.
I assumed it was in that order we just rolled.
Can I
Okay.
acrobatics jump down to help him?
Sure.
It's 24 to jump down. Come on, bud. Let's go. Let's go.
These stairs are steep.
They are slippery, that is for sure.
Why do they keep moving?
That will pat. Did you take your tonic?
Yeah,
Did you?
I took 2.
So we're gonna retch before we go up the stairs. Ready? Here we and I stick my finger in your mouth.
Oh,
Oh, it's a big finger too.
please don't do that.
Oh my goodness gracious.
All right, back up the stairs. Oh, okay.
See,
See, it's better when you're helping.
1 tonic.
1 tonic
One.
per day.
1. You know how gin messes with you.
Right. My eyes go all crookedy.
Yes, just one of them.
I know, man. I rolled a 19 on that die. 1 on the first one.
Okay. Woof. Yeah, so it's good that they had you go last, because anyone who, if anybody had been behind you, you would have taken them out. It's not anything that causes damage,
Just hilarious.
but yeah.
To my pride.
All right. So I just populated everybody on the Foundry map for this second floor of
Yep.
the tower.
What some might call the old Tower F2. You know what I mean?
Tower F. Oh, that Tower F2.
I got the Tower F2 once.
All you need is once, really.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I just want
It was
to.
my birthday.
So,
I had a bit too much.
It was my first
I'd like
time.
to do something that we haven't done yet,
Yes.
which is I'm assuming we're in exploration mode, and I just realized we can scout by moving at half speed in order to get a +1 on the next initiative check.
Oh, okay.
I like that idea.
So if we want to go forward with a little bit of care, we can do that.
I'd like to roll a stealth roll and walk in front of everyone. And not use half of my speed.
You can actually evade notice as an exploration activity as well.
I would like to evade notice as an exploration activity.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read what that means, because I don't remember.
I don't either.
Oop, sorry.
I think it's pretty good for sneaky types, though. Something about, like, if you start the encounter and you beat their initiative, they don't notice you until you act, which could be good for your
That sounds hot.
the way that you are.
I believe that means they're flat-footed, most likely, against your attacks until they act and notice you.
I
think that's just for. I think that's actually a rogue feature called surprise attack. I only know this because I had to look it up recently, but we
Yeah.
can look up what that means.
Yeah, I may have made that up. I don't know.
It was cool.
Oh,
So yeah, they wouldn't notice you ahead of time.
yeah. Sorry.
Oh, you can use the stealth instead of initiative, though.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I like that better.
Or instead of perception.
Yeah, this is a whole new side of my GM screen that I haven't looked at before. I have
You're welcome.
exploration activities. Thank you. And detecting creatures.
Oh, interesting.
So if you're like undetected or if you're concealed or hidden, that's pretty cool.
if I'm avoiding notice, I can roll my stealth check instead of perception to both determine initiative and see if they notice me
Okay.
for one roll.
So
So
I might
okay.
even be your senpai.
I don't even want them to notice me.
Right.
I rolled a 25. 24. 4. Sorry.
Hell yeah. That sounds good to me.
Well, I don't think it'll matter until we get into an encounter.
Wonderful.
yes.
Hold that number.
Okay.
There's just an old man around the corner that startles very easily. You give him a heart attack and he dies.
Oh, jeez. I didn't notice.
A giant 7-foot lizard materializes right behind him.
Are
Well,
you?
first things first, we have to decide left or right.
All left.
Always go left.
Oh, yes.
Torches on the left.
So to the north.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So as you ascend the stairs, it's essentially a T with a hallway leading to the north and a hallway leading to the south.
I want to test the wall directly across from the stairs to see if there's another hidden space directly above where we were before.
Cool.
It's actually a great
Do a
move.
perception check for me.
Perception. How about an 11 with a natural 1?
It's a solid wall.
Oh, I guess there's only if we need to find a hidey place again, we'll have to go back downstairs.
Oh, that's no big deal.
Easy.
None of us
slide
had trouble
down.
with the stairs.
Oh. While we are exploring, I can detect magic.
Oh yes.
Wonderful.
I could put that charcoal underneath my eyes and look at all the magic ores.
Oh my goodness. All right, so you chose to go left to the north. So this is a summoning chamber. This large rectangular room has an arc of faintly glowing runes on the floor to the northwest. The east side of the room contains a battered Zolgath corpse slumped against the wall.
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
obviously the other
well.
heroes have already been here.
There's markings on the floor.
Fulgrim, for
I know what that means.
detect magic. What do you have to do for that?
Let's see. I think it is a skill, and
It's a feat that gives you the cantrip detect magic,
Correct.
I believe. So it just
Okay, so
I
like
don't think he has
the
to
ability
test at all. It's just a certain range that'll work within, I believe.
If it's vocal and somatic, I think he puts the charcoal on his eyes and then sneezes.
Okay, that makes
Do-
sense.
Do we recognize the runes
Like he's dusting
as,
for fingerprints.
as a
Put the
summoning
magic
circle, or should we make some like occultism or religion?
I would
test?
say make an occultism check.
What about a religion? That sounds. Oh no, occultism's fine.
Oh, I have plus
Yeah.
10 in that.
Okay.
Perhaps performance?
Good try.
Mr. Brennan, I am itching to get at this thing with a mop. So
Yeah, just a
if you don't give me a good reason not to, that's
Brennan,
what's happening.
You are fascinated that they are glowing. What's your bonus?
+8.
These are, you don't know specifically what, but you would say this is probably some kind of summoning circle, but you only have a quarter of it here.
So, you know how that one time when we were fighting the ghouls, and then Mud looks down and he's like, Fulgrim summoned that explosion?
that was
Doesn't ring a bell.
It was quite impressive, yes.
It was very
That happened to us.
So I think one of the things that Fulgrim can instill into his bottles is like a summoning kind of procedure, right? This looks awfully familiar for that specifically.
Now that you say it, and you particularly, I have seen these runes on his bottles before.
Yeah.
For sure. Absolutely.
So there's something a little bit darker going on here. They're pulling something from somewhere else.
Especially with already a
Maybe.
dead Zolgath in there. Seems like they've already had their sacrifice, so we should be maybe on the lookout for demons.
That's actually a great point.
Maybe devils.
Do I notice anything odd?
I just, the 2 Ds together. That's the only thing I associate.
The
Yeah.
Zolgath, typically when you think of a creature who has been sacrificed for some kind of summoning ritual or something like that. Normally, like the blood would be let from them, you know, some kind of like blood sacrifice, drained of their life blood, whatever. He is literally like there is a crater in the wall from the force of his body having made impact with the wall and then him slumping down. So that was how he was killed.
Oh, blunt force trauma.
And he's
Okay.
outside the summoning circle.
He's outside of the summoning circle, yes.
Oh, maybe he was a partaker in the summoning itself, and whatever came out smashed him into that wall.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they thought he was like a pomegranate or an orange, and you need to squeeze the liquid out.
I don't think
Perhaps.
you're eating pomegranates correctly.
No, you just
Mr.
squeeze
Brennan.
them until
Mr.
You're right,
Brennan,
Kurva. Now's not the
it's
time.
a dead body. It's a dead body. I know what you like to do with those, so why don't I escort you over there?
I would like to investigate it further, yes.
Okay.
as Kurva and Mr. Brennen are walking over, I'm going to be yelling to Kurva. Now, is this something as a novice cleaner that you would use a broom or a mop for? The lines on the floor.
I'm not cleaning at the moment, so I can't answer that question.
I'll check back later. Once the cleaning is over, I don't want to interrupt you.
Yes, stop listening.
All right, Brennan, I'm going to move you over to where the body would be.
Behind Kurva, please.
Well, it's on the eastern side of the room.
Close to
Oh,
Kurva.
my mistake.
That's okay.
Where? Here?
Yep.
Will that open up?
Perfect.
Can we see any more of the room now, or is it dark?
So this is it.
Oh, the summoning circle does not complete itself in this room. Strange.
So you just need complete. You need to close it off. It doesn't necessarily need to be a full circle when you summon stuff. Sometimes,
I've always seen it as a complete closed circle. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a little different. You just need to complete
Wait,
the circuit.
I
Not
got it.
necessarily complete
This
the
is for
circuit.
summoning the top half and maybe a little quarter of the arm of a person.
There you go.
They just summon a quarter of a dude.
I would like to take a minute here for pursuing a lead
Okay.
and see what I can see about this body. Is there anything else I can tell about it? What could have caused this? Do I see any? Does it have like its chest concaved in or anything like that? I'm assuming it was from a blow of some creature knocked it into the wall at this point. Is there anything else I can discern from this?
The majority of the trauma is to the back of the Zolgath's head and its back. So it was thrown, with his back to the wall. Other than that, it looks like your standard run-of-the-mill Zolgath, nothing else. No other bruising, especially on the front. No defense wounds.
So maybe it was something more like some kind of force instead of a blow from a creature. So if I take a minute to examine the details of this clue, I can gain a +1 circumstance bonus to perception checks or skill checks to investigate things that have to do with this.
Okay. So you could make a perception check if you want. You get a +1 on that.
How about a natural? Now I get a natural 20
Okay.
for a 31.
Wow. As you're examining this body and you're leaning over it, your left ear hears a really familiar clicking sound,
Click.
like a mechanism. And then you swear, you smell some kind of Zolgath creature, but decaying.
In front of me?
No. You detect it in the air.
I will relay that information to the group.
But you heard the mechanism from, you would guess that it would be slightly behind you on your left side. So, somewhere to the northwest of the room.
Within that quarter circle?
Yes.
I heard some kind of click over in that area, and there's a strange smell in the air, kind of like the smell of the Zolgath, but decayed? Intuition tells me there could be, I'm thinking there could be some creature over there that we can't see, but we can smell and hear.
I'll sample the air with my tongue. Should I perceive as well?
Yeah.
How's about a 18?
You've tasted Zolgath air before.
It's awful.
This is like rancid and fermented Zolgath air.
I'll gag a little.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Mud, since you're not a god and not all-knowing, and I'll wink, but since I'm a lizard and my eyes are on the sides of my face, you can only see one of them as I do it, so it looks like I'm blinking. If I touch this summoning circle, will it explode?
Can I make some type of magic check to see if I think that this will explode?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Can we go with an occult again?
Yep.
That'd be a 23.
This won't explode if
I
you
don't-
touch it.
I don't think this will explode. No.
Okay, because I'm
I
really
got a way to test it. And I pick up the corpse that Mr. Brennan's been using, and I just toss it right into the circle.
Okay.
I was examining that.
So
You were done. I saw your face.
the Zolgath launches into the air, spread eagle. Its arms flail out. It almost like its head lolls to the side. Its tongue comes out. It almost looks like it's having fun. Whee! Through the air. And then it crumples into the summoning circle portion that you're in. And nothing happens.
Good news. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, but you didn't do this, and I'll swipe the actual runes. Just like,
Okay.
do they mess up or anything? Are they burnt into the floor?
No, yeah, you can mess these up
Oh, cool.
for sure.
Ha. Okay, it didn't explode. I was just curious.
I've summoned a lot of things before, and they don't explode unless you want them to. Or unless Fulgrim's there, is what I meant to say.
Oh, should they have?
I lied.
exploded?
You have to deal damage to the mud brick because these have been carved in.
Oh,
Oh.
so I just
In excess of the mud brick's hardness, capital H. So it's really hard.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, if
rubbing
it's
it
carved
will do
into there,
nothing.
it's
Yeah.
not. If it's carved into there, then strictly speaking, it's not dirtied floor. So there's no reason to do anything to it.
it's just part of the decoration at that point.
That's just how the floor is. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can try to rub it.
So it's not like chalk or
Doesn't-
dust.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been carved in.
Gotcha. I'll
Does anybody have a bludgeoning weapon?
I have a tail.
I have a sap I pull out of my mouth. I always forget I have that.
Why would we break it though?
Sometimes if it's something that's going to be used again, breaking the connection of it being kind of completed could prevent it from being used again in the future.
But if there is something
Well, I don't.
stuck in the summoning circle, breaking the circle would potentially release that thing.
Could it potentially be something that is restraining it instead of bringing it here? Fulgrim has a great
We can
idea.
go find whoever dug this stuff. I'm sure he's probably kicking around here somewhere.
Kurva, why don't you get a closer look and see if there's anything in there that we just can't perceive with our sense of sight?
Sure.
Could I also look down the hallway that I am next to?
Absolutely. So there is a
the one
hallway
to the east.
running
West.
to the west. Yes. East to west.
That's what he said. Weast.
West.
We.
I thought you said west.
That's Kanye West kid, I think.
Oh no, GB brain broke.
So yeah, Fulgrim, you
The,
can
the map is upside down.
Well, we're covered.
I got really, I was like, is it really? It's like one of the descriptions in here, I was like, wait a minute, I feel like they mean the other way, but that's not how, never mind. Oh, because this is called, never mind. I'll tell you later. So Fulgrim, you can see down the hallway. Towards the end of the hallway before it kind of goes to darkness, you see 3 more of those stone piles. And there is a hallway about 2/3 of the way down that goes up to the north from this hallway.
Looks like another stone fence to keep in some larger.
Chickens.
Correct.
I do need new feathers.
The ones you have now are quite lovely.
I'm doing a very orderly pace through the entirety of this inner quarter circle.
Okay.
Nothing here.
Can he leave the circle? Can you leave the circle?
Yeah, it brings things. I don't think it's a warding circle. I'm pretty certain that it brings things here.
Okay.
Not keeps things here, doesn't explode, doesn't.
Did you say there was some sort of clicking up here,
Yes.
Mr. Brennan?
Yeah, it sounded like it was coming from this area, but maybe it was all the way to another room. Maybe there's thin walls here. We could
I'll,
go down the hallway Fulgrim was informing us about.
I'll tap my knuckle on various parts, like I'm checking for studs in the wall to try to find out if there's anything like the fake wall downstairs.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
11.
Wow.
Ooh.
This is solid mud brick.
Mud brick?
Mud brick.
Mud.
Oh, I make a perception check too. This is my calling. 18?
No.
Okay.
It is so solid that the force from the Zolgath hitting and like cracking the mud brick would have had to be significant.
I'd like to enter the circle and shush everybody and try to perceive one more time. I'm going to try to listen for that click again.
Okay.
If anyone talks, I'm going to go over to them and just put my hand over their mouth.
All right, modified 20.
Unnatural.
Okay. So you would hear, and especially because you heard it before, because you had such a good roll before, you're really like, it's this like northwestern corner of there. Like there's gotta be, that's where the click came from. So there's gotta be something there.
Right in the corner where the walls meet, or?
Just in that direction, not necessarily in that corner per se.
I will get close. I will get right in that corner.
Okay.
And should I try to perceive again? Or can I like make a thievery check to see if I can find anything there, any kind of mechanism in the wall or something?
I think that would be good, especially since you know how the other door worked.
15.
All right. There is one panel of mud brick that you feel like could possibly push in, but you can't push it hard enough.
Kurva, I need use of your muscles here. Can you please push on this particular brick? I feel like it could
With
move,
pleasure.
but I do not have the strength.
I will push it soundly.
All right.
A trapdoor opens below us.
The summoning circle explodes.
Oh, not sorry, guys. I was wrong.
Impossible.
There is
I was tricked.
a secret passage.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see on the map. There's. Oh, I will poke my head in, see what
Okay.
I can see.
All right.
Thank you, Kurva.
No problem at all. I'll go in with him just so that it's safe.
So you see the floor in this adjoining room has, half of the floor is covered in summoning runes, similar to those that you just came from.
Oh.
And the western wall has been badly cracked, and there's like a huge pile of like rubble and whatnot.
Huh.
On the double.
It looks similar to what happened from the Zolgath on the eastern side.
This looks more like a natural cave-in and not necessarily caused by any kind of like force.
But no, there's no creatures or anything in here?
Not that you see, no.
Strange, there was a secret passage.
Well,
here.
something
What
had to
was this
make that
doorway?
click.
Yes. Odd that there was a secret passage here, but there's a doorway to the south to this room, leading to the hallway.
I'll go walk in that direction.
Yeah. I guess we can continue west?
Do you not have multiple ways
Works
to
for
get
me.
to one location
Going
in
through
sewers?
are we going through the hallway or through this other room that we found?
I assumed Kurva and I will be traveling through the secret passage.
Before everybody empties out of
That's
this
what I'm doing.
first room that you went into, whether you're going down the hallway or through the secret passageway, the Zolgath body that Kurva launched back into the circle, before you leave, it's lifted up and chucked back out of the circle.
Ooh,
What?
it's a Zolgath repellent circle.
Actually, that's very handy in this location.
I don't like that at all.
That's very strange. Does it look like something like it just lifted bodily, or does it look like it was lifted by a particular part of the body?
It was like hoisted from probably like underneath the armpit and the crotch, and whoop. So it was kind of like wee, arms down at its side, just gliding through the air, boom, back into the
I think
wall.
I'm going to do the scientific method that you talked about a while back, and I'm going to go pick up the corpse and then hold onto it while I'm in the circle.
Oh, yes, experimentation. Very good.
I'm going to do something similar, where I'm going to embody the corpse and lay down on the ground.
So you're going to lay on the ground in the summoning circle.
Oh, Xa'Reske, we should only test one variable at a time.
No, this is perfect, because if one of the other one happens, then we know we are correct. Either way.
I think we should take all the runes down on a sheet of paper or something, since this is a self-cleaning circle.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Kurva, this might be right up your alley. That's a good point, Fulgrim.
No, this would put Kurva out of business.
Somebody could make a small mess in here and see if it'll clean that up other than the Zolgath.
Fulgrim, throw up. You can do it on command. I've seen you do it.
No.
Does the circle launch the Zolgath out with me attached to it?
Nope.
I fall asleep.
I'll drop him.
Is there a check I can make? Are there invisible things that could throw people or would want to throw people? Is this propulsion? Is this what can I do here?
I mean, in this summoning circle, it could be a lot of different things.
Yeah. All right.
Is it magic?
Maybe it's magmatism.
Are you going to try to detect magic?
I do detect magic.
It's magic.
It's magic.
This is magic here.
The whole
Motherfucker.
area. Something in it?
The summoning circle, all of this is like magical.
All right. Let's.
Yeah.
So I know this seems excessive, but we should break one of the runes.
Kurva, did you let go of the Zolgath body?
Yeah,
It flies out of the circle again.
that's extremely cool. I do it a couple more times for good measure.
You notice as you keep bringing it back to the circle, it begins to feel more and more like it's just filled with jelly and less bones.
Oh.
It's just getting pummeled into that wall.
So is this the same force that looked like it may have killed it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to stand up.
Yep.
I'm going to stand back up.
Good call.
Kurva, would you mind coming with me? I'd like to check out the cave-in, the rubble in the western room.
Sure thing. We should keep this place in mind in case we want a refuge from, there's like 20 of them chasing us.
If we need to flee Zolgaths, it seems that they could not follow us into here.
Before we leave, can I smash my tail into the ground on one of these bricks and see if I break it?
Yeah.
Do I need to roll an attack roll or do I just hit it?
I feel like you would just hit it, but we'll have to do damage to see if you
Okay.
go in excess of its capital H hardness.
4, so probably not.
Okay. Couple pebbles pop up.
Oh, can I do it again?
Yeah.
But this time
With
feeling.
7.
Wow. Okay. Couple more pebbles pop up. You notice one of the pebbles that pops up that landed inside the circle. It goes up in the air and it gets chucked right at your face.
Oh, God.
And you kind of notice like the outline of some kind of like humanoid thing. And we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh.
Wait,
You
what?
made it mad.
Outline where?
23.
16.
I roll a 23.
Okay.
Can I use occultism
I don't-
as my initiative here?
Okay. Yeah.
Unnatural 20.
I don't think that the +1 from scouting ahead would would apply here. What's your ruling?
I think you're right. I think we're beyond the scouting thing.
That makes sense. 27.
Whew.
And Brennen, I'm sorry. What did you say you got?
16.
Oh. Disappointing.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Xa'Reske, what did you have?
Rolled a 6.
23.
3. And Fulgrim.
I was down the hallway, and
Yeah.
I rolled a 4, so 6.
Jesus. Okay.
I feel like I should have used survival since I was trying to scout out what was down the next hallway.
Since you were trying to survive.
All right. So let's see where you guys are on the map.
I would probably be over by the rubble with Kurva.
Yeah, I definitely made my way over there.
Making your way downtown.
Always.
Okay. I wish that there was a way that I could have like my people on Foundry, but like invisible to you, because I don't want you to know where he is because he's invisible.
So
Duh.
don't.
I don't like something invisible.
I don't see any. I ain't seeing anything.
All right. So Xa'Reske gets plinked in the forehead with a rock, and you're like, what the hell? And then you get a fist to your face.
Oh.
I rolled a 21 to hit you.
That matches my AC.
Dodge.
I can't.
It went before me.
I think I have to see it.
Yes,
Oh,
it
gosh,
did,
sure.
Xa'Reske. Or,
Yikes.
Jesus, who are you, Kurva?
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's Bruno.
I'm Kurva.
So I did hit you, yes?
The green one with the broom, if you forgot.
If you match,
It matches.
right? Yes.
Yes.
Then absolutely.
For 12 damage.
Eesh.
Xa'Reske, what are you doing?
Xa'Reske, my boy, what's wrong?
I just got hit in the face with something.
My boy.
That tiny rock?
No, that was after the rock, I think. Ow. Did I hit a wall again?
I put my hand on his shoulder and look at his wound. You didn't hit your face on the floor again, did you?
I'm going to spit out a tooth.
Oh, jeez.
Does this thing
Wow.
appear after making an attack?
Nope.
We don't know what else it does. Unless it attacks again, we don't know what else it does.
Give me a second. There's a very specific
Set of
description.
skills.
Yes. So you kind of Xa'Reske got plinked in the forehead with this stone. So you were upright and alert. So before this whatever contacted your face, you noticed the shimmering outline of an arm hitting you, but nothing materialized, nothing like that.
So, as a wanderer, I've been touched by ghosts before.
Oh, geez.
And the greatest thing about a ghost touching you is it's quite cold. And the problem with ghosts touching you when you're a lizard is it's quite cold. Right.
You
So,
don't like that.
This felt nothing like that at all.
Yeah.
It was actually quite solid and terrible and hurt my face parts. So
Yeah.
this is an physical ghost, which
Okay.
I've never encountered.
Okay.
So I have no idea what to do.
I hit you again.
Ow.
23.
Damn. Oh,
No, I
jeez.
rolled a 23 to hit. I'm sorry. Rolled a 23 to hit for 11.
11. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, it's 23 total damage.
That's fair.
All right. And
There's a ghost punching Xa'Reske!
and then you feel a near your face.
Okay. I just spit on another tooth. It's moving. I don't know where it's.
Luckily, your teeth grow back.
Ah.
Kurva, now it's your turn.
All right, seeing that violence ammo happening, I'm gonna walk on over to next to Xa'Reske, brandish my broom, walk right up to him, and calmly sweep the stones that went out of the bit on the floor back into place, and say, "We're very sorry for messing up your floor."
Oh, that's nice.
And that will be my turn because, as far as I'm concerned, problem solved.
Yeah. There you go. What languages does everyone speak? I know Brennan's got 18.
Abyssal, Common, Dwarven, Goblin, Undercommon, and Yosoki.
Okay. That's not helpful.
Common and orc.
Okay.
Common, Undercommon, Elven, and Infernal.
All right.
And then whatever I want that day. Just let me know, and that's what I chose.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah.
You know, I actually will do one more. I will do one more action to try to do a recall knowledge religion to see if I would have read anything about ghosties or apparitions of some such.
Okay. What's your bonus?
That'd be an 8. It's my only knowledge skill, so don't make me feel bad.
You have, being on a ship, highly superstitious, especially about ghosts. And ghosts are nothing that you want to mess with. And most people believe if you don't mean any harm to the ghosts, they won't hurt you.
Simple enough.
Yeah. Basically. All right, Xa'Reske,
Yes.
what you gonna do?
Who are you going to call?
I'll also let everyone know what I happen to know about ghosts.
So I'm not listening to him. But as much as I hate to admit it, most of the time he's right. And
Yeah.
it sucks. So I'm just going to put my hands up, like scrub the rocks back to where I found them, and then just like back away out of the circle
Back away.
and just be like, I'm going to leave now. And I'm going to walk out into the hallway, like back away into the hallway.
All right.
And once I get out there, can I do a medicine check on myself?
Absolutely. Yes.
That hurt
Go
a
ahead.
lot.
I would be so proud if that worked.
It's 1d8 for a successful.
2.
Is it 2? Okay. Is it plus anything or just 2d8?
It might be plus your level. I can't remember if that's something that I have special or if that's just part of it. I'll check that for you. It's at least 2d8.
And it's a 15, right, to succeed?
Yes.
Is that right? One. That takes 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, unless
So
you have battle medicine, in which you can do it in combat once.
I do not. So I will start to heal myself, I guess.
All right.
And if Ghosty leaves me alone, then I heal 9.
Yeah, you backed up and you were able to do this.
All right. Who's next on the initiative?
So it would be just
Just the 2d8. Okay, wonderful.
Mud, you're up.
Seeing Xa'Reske get kind of hit a couple times, I'm gonna go over and kind of just make sure he's okay.
Okay.
Where did he? Are you all right?
My face hurts a lot, and I'm
Oh, my dear.
putting things on it.
Oh, baby.
Bruises, and I'm losing scales. But
I lick my thumb and I like wipe off some of the schmutz on his face. And
So schmutzy. You know, kids these days.
yeah,
it is very impeccable aim for my face. That was rude.
it was one of your best assets. He was just jealous of you.
There's a
Aw.
picture of Dorian Gray shit going on.
For sure. Mr. Brennen.
Kurva, do you need assistance over there? I'm not sure what's going on.
I think I got this one well in hand. Just give me some space to make sure everything is hunky dory.
Oh, very good. I'll make a perception test on this rubble
Okay.
for a 24.
This is some fine mud brick. Yep. There's nothing in particular. Like I said, probably just like a natural structural cave in. You do notice like there's the natural rubble that like fell here. And then there are some pieces that have been like scattered around the room as well. Like small chunks of stone, nothing crazy or whatever.
Well, it seems that we're leaving this room at this time, Kurva, so I will join us in the hallway. Hopefully you will as well. And I'll move down.
Yep, I'll be with you in a minute.
I'll move down south of Xa'Reske. 2 movements.
All right. You guys are piecing out of here.
Yeah. I don't really know what's going on, so I'm just going to leave.
That hurt me a lot.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Xa'Reske.
leave.
Yep.
You injured?
Yes.
That's fair.
Yes, I am.
All right. Fulgrim, what do you want to do?
I guess I would want to go to see what had injured you. I'll walk into the room and can I use a seek action on this thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I will move into the room. That's going to be 1 action.
Okay.
And in a 30-foot cone, right, in front of me.
I like
It
anything
would
that
be
starts
a-
with a cone.
A seek action. So you make a perception check at a +8
Okay.
secret and see if I see anything in that area.
All right. And I roll this, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. You don't know if it's the reagents that you drank.
Probably is.
And sometimes your vision gets that like, I don't know if people listening to this have ever like done drugs or whatever. From what I hear, sometimes they're like the starburst, like prismy kind of like colors things.
Mm.
Sounds like a migraine's coming on.
Yeah. Or you
Kaleidoscope
just
on.
dropped LSD. Either one. Fulgrim, though, as he's like looking in the general area where Xa'Reske had just been standing, you swear that you see like a very faint outline of a humanoid figure in this like prism.
But they're not escaping past the circle drawn on the floor, correct?
It is standing at the edge of the circle.
I believe that summoning circle is containing some entity, and we should leave it alone.
Oh, all right.
I'll trust Fulgrim.
Yeah.
With my magical eyesight and this sweet eyeliner that I have.
So is it like eyeliner or is it like football player? I
Uh,
forget what it's called.
yeah,
Blackout?
it's more like that.
Or
But
yeah,
I use it as eyeliner.
It's very fetching.
it is.
Does look quite dapper.
What a stud.
It hides the bags under your eyes too, which is honestly kind of double duty.
Right.
Does it come in other colors?
No.
I'm
All
good.
right. Well, it's my turn. And Kurva's standing in the circle.
Hmm.
That's rude.
That's true.
I know. He's just standing there. What am I supposed to do? Kurva, what am I supposed to do?
With my third action.
Oh,
could I
I'm
make
sorry. I
a
cut you
sorry.
off.
No. I just thought of this as well.
It's all three of his actions.
The call out action?
Right. Could I make a no, we already did occultism. Hey. Could I make an arcana check to see what this thing is? Lore arcana. Or alcohol.
Perhaps
What's your plus
crafting.
to it?
10.
It's a great plus.
It's a very old mint julep.
It's definitely a stale mint julep.
Ah. All right. Very good.
Yeah. All right. Kurva,
Smash him.
you're standing there. You're trying to put these rocks back. And then kablam! A bludgeoning effect straight to your head. I rolled a 30 to hit you.
That will hit.
All right.
Jeez.
For 6.
Oh,
Ow.
it was very accurate, but not too
Yeah.
hard.
And then my second attack roll is a 17.
Nope.
All right. And that's it because I had to move to get into contact with you.
He felt like he owed me one. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yep. And Kurva, it is now your turn.
Yep. I'll do a very sailorly little bow, and then calmly walk out of the room. I'm done here.
All right. Wonderful. Well, we're going to see what you guys do next time now that everybody's out of that dang circle here on the Lost Omens podcast.
What is happening?
Are you sure you don't want to go back in?
Yes.
I mean, I kind of do.
Right?
I don't want to punch in the face.
You will not make it back inside that room.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I need to pee so bad.
Fuck that